You are now listening to the Highly Evolved Podcast. You can find this channel on Twitter, Gab.ai, BitChute, and Minds.com. This is a Real American Patriot channel for Real American Patriots. If you're not a Real American Patriot, please exit the channel. Furthermore, we are not sponsored by any outside interference. That means we're unscripted, unrehearsed, and unedited. With that being said, transmission will commence momentarily.
How you guys doing? Welcome to the HighlyEvolvedPodcast. You can find me on Minds.com, BitChute, Twitter, Gap.com. Most importantly, like, share, and subscribe. On this episode, I haven't been. Let me just make the address this one moment. I hadn't been on for a moment because I have something to do. I was occupied with outside priorities, but I just want to tell you that I'm back and try to make more video more consistently right now. And today is the Monday, July 29th. And what compels me to come out right now to make a video is because, last week I haven't been covering the news, but a lot of news came out. It was kind of slow news week, but yet again, it was a lot of news week as well when it comes to the weekend. One big news is that Donald Trump tweeted about Elijah Cumming in his district. People have all this feud that is all racist and race motivated when I find there's nothing race motivated about it. He just should say what it is. If you look at Baltimore, it's really a rundown city, a lot of crime infested, especially with the word infested. All of a sudden, they're triggered with the word infested. Right? They try to associate the word infested with racism now. Right? So basically, now you can't say infested because you might hurt people's feeling now, which proven by the anchor CNN, Victor Blackwell. He was offended because Trump keep using the word infested, and he try to make the implication that infested was connected to blacks and all this stuff, which is highly ridiculous. So basically, we can't say infested now because we might offend a certain people. But the last tweet was Trump was tweeting with Elijah Cumming about his district because Elijah Cumming was chairman of the, I think, Judicial Committee or Intel Committee, one of those committees that's trying to investigate the Russia collusion, right? And he's trying to push it, but Trump told Elijah Cumming, like, why are you doing this? Why don't you focus on your district? It's crime written, and which is true because Elijah Cumming been in power from Baltimore for the past 20 plus years, and there's nothing happening. And there's a viral video of a person who lived in his district backing up Donald Trump claim that Elijah Cumming never went to his district, all right, never helped anything out. I mean, out of all the years he's been in this district, how come nothing were ever accomplished? And there's another video out there showing the I think former mayor saying that she was walking through Baltimore and said it smelled like rat, smelled like dead rat or something like that, right? In that kind of context. And when there's so many examples of people describing Baltimore in the living conditions right now, there's a video as well, a viral video that shows a person going through Baltimore and seeing all these houses that the people dumping stuff in it. Like when you go to Baltimore, you see all these houses, right? This abandoned houses that's still standing up, but it's still looking nice on the outside. But not unless you go in the backyard, the alley, the inside, then you start seeing all the horrific detail of this neighborhood. And people try to accuse Donald Trump of racism, which I don't find anything racist about this. Donald Trump just plainly state it is what it is. It's true that West Baltimore, especially West Baltimore, is a crime-ridden area, and there's nothing improved about it within the last 20 years. And people try to make this big deal about it, right? So when it comes down to it, Donald Trump was having this big Twitter feud between Elijah Cummings and him, right? And because of that, people try to use racism as an excuse. Racism is a scapegoat. Like, everything is racism. Like, can you guys use anything else? Can people criticize you without you guys using the race card all the time? Can people put out the truth without using the race card? Right? Doesn't make any sense. Right? And then, to make matters worse, because it was a slow news. And that was the only thing on the news. Trump tweeting Elijah Cumming, right? And suddenly on Sunday, the day after, right, the day after they have this shooting. Let me say that in Gilroy, California, right? And I predicted this was coming. Because when there's always a slow news day, this thing is gonna happen to distract. Because at that time, Trump was making different policy maneuver. Right, he got rid of his former national intelligence director and replaced it with John Radcliffe. Radcliffe was the one who defended Trump during the Mueller testimony, right? So he's nominated to take I forgot his first name, something Coates, David Coates or whatever his name is, right? And that's very important because Radcliffe was a member of the swamp. Right? Remember during when Trump got in office, he was surrounded by a swamp. This is his whole strategy. I think this is his whole strategy. You know the act of war, the book, the art of war, right? When you say keep your enemy close and keep your friends close and your enemy closer. I think that was Trump's main intention. He'd keep all the swamp creature, which is his enemy, to see which one's more loyal to him. That's why he put all these swamp creatures in his cabinet. Right? Then he slowly released them out to see who they really are. Because remember, his former intelligence director was totally against him. They went at it almost all the time. Right? Now that he's leaving, now he's replaced with somebody else that Trump knew that could defend him, which is John Radcliffe. He was adamant defending the president at that time, right, during the Mueller testimony. Right? And then they had the shooting, which I really believe is a false flag. I don't want to say that word. YouTube might demonetize my channel, which my channel's already been demonetized. All right, so I don't give a dang if they demonetize my channel. All right, but I really think this is a distraction. The shooting, there's two shootings. There's one in New York, right, that happened in the church, and another one in California. Right now, when there's always a slow news day, expect something to happen like a mass shooting like this. They're going to go for the narrative is gun control. We got to take their guns, right? Gun control now. Now, as the story developed, it turned out to be some Iranian guy, right? Now it's also classified as a terrorist attack as well, right? Not only that, another reason why they want to distract people is Trump just signed a bill for the 9/11 compensation fund, which championed by a liberal, Jon Stewart, right? And a lot of liberals wanted this. Now, how that make Trump appear to liberals like Jon Stewart, right? It might persuade their mind. This may be a 4D chess move right here. It might bring in more liberal voters to Trump's side as well, right? This is why they have the distraction of the shooting, right? Now, look, the story of the shooter just coming out that he might be an Iranian terrorist or whatever it is, right? Now, suddenly, the media is going to bury the story now, right? Because they were expecting a white male. That's their target. That's their suspect. It's always a white male. Now it turns out to be somebody else besides a white male. They're not gonna force the narrative anymore, and this story gonna get buried under the rug. The shooting gonna get buried under the rug. Watch, I guarantee you this. All right, like every other shooting that does not involve a white male is gonna get buried under the rug. All right, this is purely a terrorist attack. All right, a terrorist attack, and the media is gonna bury this. That's what it is. And now, not to get into the gematria things, is how to do something with gematria as well. I'm telling you this. Right, it's getting near August 8th. We're about to enter August 8th. For you guys who follow gematria, keep an eye out for August 11th. All right, August 8th. We're almost entered into August. Let me just rephrase what I'm saying. All right. Keep an eye out on August 11th because something might go down on August 11th. If you don't know what August 11th is referring to the thing according to the Jewish mysticism, Tisha B'Av. All right, keep an eye out on August 11th. Something might go down there. Might be another false flag. Might not be another false flag, but it's always to be safe, just to be alert about this thing. But I just want the point of this video. I just want to say that the thing that's going on right now may not what it seems to be right now, right? Trump is making all these 4D chess moves right now to sway people onto his side, right? And yet again, the deep state are trying making these random shooting, all this MK Ultra acid, because we don't know these people doing all these shooting might be a MK acid as well, right? So when you hear about story like mass shooting on a slow news day, especially when you realize that it's a slow news day, keep in mind, if it's a slow news day, be aware that there'll be a mass shooting. All right? If there's a slow news day, there will be a mass shooting. All right? To distract people from what Trump is doing right now. Trump is playing 4D chess. He's making very strategic move right now. Very strategic move that might win people on his side. And they're doing all these false flag shooting to steer the narrative. All right? I guarantee you, look, the shooting right here from Gilroy is going to be swept under the rug. The media's not going to cover it anymore within, the next couple of days. Watch. They're not going to mention about this, right? The thing that Trump just did today's Monday, he just signed a law to fund the 9/11 compensation fund. That's a big deal. All right? A lot of people are for this. All right, to fund heroes of 9/11. Who doesn't fund this? Maybe Rand Paul. Right? I expressed my opinion about the 9/11 victims compensation fund. I feel like we have to sign it because it's only a small majority of people. It's not 1 million people. All right, it's only a fraction of amount of people who needed this. It's not encompassing all Americans. That's what people don't understand. All right, the 9/11 victims compensation fund only encompassed mainly New Yorkers during that time. All right, and a few bits and pieces people outside of New York. All right. But it's not like universal health care where it covers everybody in America, right? Not everybody in America qualified for 9/11 Victims Fund. Only the people who put their lives on the line for helping the situation in New York, right? But I digress. I just want to make this video to tell you guys nothing's what it seems out there right now, all right? There's a lot of false flag out there right now from what the president's doing. He's playing 4D chess. And the deep state is trying to control the narrative by having all these false flags shooting. But on that note, guys, let me know what you think. Do you agree with what I'm saying? Do you concur with what I'm saying? Do you believe it is a false flag? What's your opinion? Leave a comment below. Because of what I'm saying, YouTube don't want to monetize my channel because I'm unscripted and unedited. I mean, I can say what I want without being bounded by the outside interference. If you like what I do, please like, share, and subscribe, because when you like, share, and subscribe, it encourages me to make more videos. When I make more videos, I saturate YouTube algorithm. When I saturate YouTube algorithm, it makes my video more expensive to a broader audience. Within those broader audience, it might enlighten them to think for themselves, because that's the point of this channel, to get people to think for themselves. They may not have to agree with everything I say, but at least think for yourself. Because of that, I'm not taking any donations, because when you think for yourself, that's a good enough incentive for me. Because when you think for yourself, you're not affecting me. You're only affecting yourself. All right? The only people that affect other people are group thinkers. Democrats, socialists, Marxists, communists, those are group thinkers that make policy that affect people, that take people's rights away from them. All right? Take money from them. All this stuff. That's what group thinker does. It restricts people's freedom. But on that note, if you like what I do, please like, share, subscribe. This is the Highly Evolved Podcast. I try not to waste your time. My name is Stefan, and you guys have a good day. Peace.